Hey everyone, my name is Mrs. McMahon and I will be doing an art project with you. So your first step is to make sure you watched the story called Color Monster on slide 1. If you haven't done that, go ahead and pause this video, jump to slide 1 and listen as they read to you the story Color Monster. We are going to be making a color monster. So what you're going to need is the pipe cleaner that you got, the yarn that you got, that cardboard cutout, and some googly eyes. So what we're going to do to get us started is we're going to grab that cardboard and our yarn, and we can set our googly eyes and our pipe cleaner off to the side. We're not going to need them right now. The first thing that you're going to do is you are going to look and find for the end of your yarn. You're going to grab a hold of this cardboard. The first thing that you're going to do is sometimes I like to just set the yarn on the floor and it'll roll as I need it, or I might keep it close by too. Either way works. You're going to take some of your yarn, you're going to pinch it so it's about this far-ish. It can be more if you want or less. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wood piece in the middle so it is holding on. And then I'm going to hold on to the back of my yarn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this piece of cardboard 100 times. So go ahead and count as you're going around the yarn 100 times. So go ahead and keep on wrapping around till you've reached 100. And then we'll start at our next spot. So I am going to pause my video so you don't have to keep watching me wrap it around 100 times. But remember, you can be the one wrapping it around. A parent does not need to do this part for you. You can do the wrapping and the counting. So that part's important as we're practicing our counting for next year. So keep on wrapping it around till you get about 100 times around, which it'll be a lot when you're done because 100 times around is a long ways, but that's okay. We're going to just keep on wrapping it. And if your thing starts to bend like mine is, that's okay too. Sometimes that happens. So no worries if that's what's happening to yours as well. Okay, I'm almost done wrapping it around. I'm going to do about 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 for extra. All right. So before we cut our rope, we are going to actually take our pipe cleaner and slide it along the cardboard till we get to the top of our cardboard piece. Okay. So it's going to go in between, underneath, and what we're going to do is we're going to cinch it at the top, and how you can cinch it is just by twisting. It's a super easy way to cinch that up. And you can twist by using just the pipe cleaner or the piece on the top. Twist it around like 5 or 6 times. Okay. Once you've got that good and tight off, our next step that we're going to do is we are going to cut our string kind of similar to the piece that fell out. If you can't find your piece that fell out, just put about a little bit extra, like maybe this much extra, and we're going to cut that. So I'll grab my scissors and cut the yarn. All right, so my spool of yarn is now trapped under my spot here. That's okay, we'll set that over there. Perfect. And now that we have it cut off and it's tied off, we are going to slide it off of our cardboard piece. You might take little chunks at a time to slide it on off. Okay, then our cardboard can go off to the side, and here's our little dude so far. So the next piece that we're going to do is we are going to decide where we think the head should go for our monster. And so what you're going to do is you're going to make sure these two sides, find those two ends and let those kind of drape off to the side. And you're going to decide how big of a head you'd like for your monster, because the bottom is going to be kind of this body. So do you want it to be a big head or a smaller head or like a medium-sized head? You get to decide what that looks like and kind of clench it together. And this is where you might want some help from an adult. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one side and put it up to the top so it doesn't get tangled. And you are going to go wrapping around one direction. So 1, maybe 2, 3 times. Now you're going to wrap your other one around the other direction. And sometimes I get this goofed up and I end up going the same way, but that's okay if you do the same. So around 3 times. If you have that much string, if you don't, that's okay too. Just get it around a couple of times. And then what you're going to do is these 2 strands are left over. And I'm going to bend my screen so you can see what I'm doing. So I might go around maybe one more time because I'm realizing I have a lot left over. And now I'm going to tie these two pieces together. So it's just like tying your shoe. You're going to cross them over each other. One's going to go over and through. And then you're going to pull it tight. And you're going to do that 3 more times, okay? So cross it, tuck over and through, pull tight. Cross it, tuck over and through, pull tight. Cross it, tuck it over and through, pull tight. And I'm going to do one more just for good measure. Cross it over, tuck it through, pull tight. And that just can lay down like that. So then my pieces, I just let them go and they go down here. Now, for the fun part. So, we're going to grab our scissors, and you know what? You can do this. You don't have to have a parent help you with this part, because honestly, this is like the best part that you get to do. You are going to give your little monster dude a haircut. And how you're going to do that is you're just going to cut those loops at the bottom. So you're kind of just giving those loops freedom from each other, and eventually it will come apart. And if you're noticing that some are still together, you can kind of weed through it and see, okay, is there any that are still loops? And once you get them all, then you can go through and kind of make it a haircut. You kind of get to give it a haircut so you can make it even. So you might go like, okay, well these ones are really long, so I'm going to cut these away. So you get to kind of pretend that you are a hair stylist for this little monster dude. And maybe these ones in the back are a little long. And I think these ones. I think that's pretty good. Okay, now we've got a big pile of hair in front of us, and we might as well clean that up. So go ahead and find your garbage can, or go ahead and walk this to your garbage can and slide it on in so that can be out of your workspace. Okay, then these pieces at the top are kind of like the antennas of our little dude. So you can kind of bend them however you want them to look. I think I'm going to turn mine kind of like a corkscrew. So they're kind of loopy. And I'm going to do the same, I think, over here on this one. So it kind of just bends around. An easy way to do this is to go around a straw or a pencil. You can make some cool loop-de-loops. If you want to just keep them straight or make them look like a butterfly, you can do that too. That works perfectly. Okay, the last thing that we're going to do is, what are we missing? Oh, that's right, the googly eyes. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and grab those googly eyes. And if you have like a hot glue gun at home, parents, you can help them out with that. Or if you have some tape, I just rolled up some tape on the back side of this, and I'm going to plunk them in there and then kind of wrap some of the other ones around it so it stays hidden, kind of like how our eyes are. And I lost my other eyeball, so my dude only gets one eye, but yours could have 2 if you wanted. You get to choose. But then here's our little color monster. So this little color monster can now be your buddy as you're reading over the summer and throughout the rest of your life if you want to. So I hope you had fun making your own color monster, and it'd be cool to see how yours turned out. Maybe you added extra eyes or extra pieces. If you can't figure out how to get the eyes on, you could always use like a permanent marker or some kind of marker to draw the eyes on, and maybe like a smiley face if you wanted to go along with it. But this is your very own color monster. I hope you had fun, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!